Rashmi, you're back. Okay. How was your class?
It was amazing. Enjoyed it.
Okay. So what did you teach today? What?
I taught this poem, Aunt Jennifer's Tigers.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
can I interrupt?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I was actually wondering when you went for class, is there any difference between art integrated learning and experiential learning?
There is not a difference, but a relationship between these two.
Okay.
So you can consider that experiential learning is like an umbrella term. And under this umbrella, there are many other pedagogies. And art integrated learning is one of the pedagogies. As the
Okay.
word itself tells you, art integrated learning. In this type of learning, you integrate activities which are related to art,
Okay.
whether it be visual, performing, anything. I'll cite an example.
Okay.
Like role play is a very common thing that we do in classes,
Yes.
right? So
I
we
have seen in her class also,
Yes.
she has implemented role play.
we get opportunities of doing this, and it also gives them a chance to collaborate and talk to each other. So this is a good activity.
Yes.
So role play, when we ask students, write your dialogues, write the play, this is
Yes.
your topic, do this, they are experiencing, right? They are talking to each other, they are experiencing the process.
Okay.
How to do, how to
Okay.
go about it.
Right.
When they do this and they come up with a play at the end of it, what are they producing? They are coming up with some art form,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
It is a play, it's a drama, and then we can call it experiential learning, which had an art integrated activity.
That means combination of both.
Yeah, so it's like
Okay.
a combination of both. And there are several other pedagogies. You take any activity, it will definitely be under some pedagogy.
Okay.
And it is experiential in nature, as you
As well
call
as-
it, experiential learning. So it is experiential learning plus art integrated learning.
Okay.
This one that I just cited.
Okay. So when we are using role play, does it mean that we are only using experiential learning? Is it like that, or can it be such that all role plays, if we are implementing in class, will it lead to experiential learning?
No, that's not the case. All experiences do not lead to experiential
Experiential
learning.
Okay, you were talking about art integrated and experiential learning. So, like art integrated learning, are there other ways? Because
Yes,
I'm not
yes.
an artist.
Yes. So
I-
it becomes difficult in class actually if we don't know how to draw or paint to integrate art integrated
This
learning.
is a misconception about art integrated learning.
Okay.
For like doing an activity under art integration, you do not have to be an artist. See, once I did this sketchnoting thing in my class. You know what
Okay.
is sketchnoting? While I teach, like while we were doing this Aunt Jennifer's Tigers today, I told them that while we are discussing, you are taking down notes,
Right.
but don't take down notes in the form of words and sentences.
Okay.
You
so
draw.
how?
You
Okay.
illustrate. If you think I'm talking about a tiger, you want to make a tiger, you make a tiger.
Okay.
Okay.
And that tiger, it
Yeah.
should not be such that in
It is
proper
very- yeah.
shape, size, and form.
That it should be realistic or anything.
Nice idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is an illustration. There is a wedding ring that is mentioned in the poem. The students will make a ring
Okay.
and they will write whatever they want to write.
That would have been very
It's
interesting.
good
Right.
for
the
us.
students.
Actually, for those of us who don't know how to draw
Yeah,
properly.
I did this with Fire and Ice also by Robert Frost with students of class 10th, and they were so excited. They used colors, fire and ice. They were trying to mix. So it is a very amazing process, and it's not like each and every student is good at painting or sketching. So this is an activity that anyone can do.
Okay.
And also for role plays, the
Okay.
students will themselves decide
Yeah.
that I am better at doing this, I will do this. I am
Okay.
better behind the camera, so I will give direction.
They will take the initiative.
Yeah.
What
So
are the other pedagogies?
there are several pedagogies. One I would like to mention here is service-based pedagogy. We have
Service-based pedagogy.
Yeah.
What is that? I've never heard about
Yeah,
it.
it's like we have not heard of it a lot. Service, as the word itself suggests, giving something, right? A service, providing a service.
Just like
Yeah.
we
Community
provide service.
service or
Community.
something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So service-based learning is like gardening is an activity, right? That will directly it
Yes.
gives some input to the society.
Or it may be also we are serving an NGO or students go and
Yeah,
serve an
Swachh
NGO.
Bharat and all of that
yes.
can come under.
Exactly.
yes,
Community
service.
outreach programs.
Okay.
These kind of
Yes,
things.
it also helps in the all-round development of the students as well.
That
and
is
all these
very
things.
interesting.
So in service-based learning, what are they doing? Experiential learning. They are learning by doing,
Right.
and they are also providing service.
Yes.
So service-based learning.
And they also contribute to the
The
well-being of
yes,
the
to
planet
the
and the
well-being.
well-being of the society, all
we
of
are
that.
Yes, we are talking about them going outside the school. Some things can be done inside also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, poster making is a topic which comes in class 11th. Each and every
Okay.
year we are doing this.
Yes, we do that.
Yes. So when they are learning how to make a poster in class, there will be activities. But this poster making has another role when there are programs like World
Okay.
AIDS Day in school, Swachh
Correct.
Bharat Abhiyan,
Correct.
Yoga Day, Youth Festival,
There
Yes.
are
and
many
some
occasions like this
So,
where
if I correct me if I'm wrong, just tell me if I've understood it right. So, what happens in the classroom? We are trying to connect it to the real life of the students outside, and
Yes.
we are training them to be good citizens,
Yes.
which is part of NEP 2020.
yeah,
Yes.
filling the gap between
So-
classroom and the
So,
real
The
life
real life.
can we put
experiences.
this under that
Absolutely.
experience?
Experiential learning, the second word or the second term for it will be real life, preparing
Experience.
somebody for the real life
Yeah.
situations.
Okay.
Oh.
And
Connecting.
when they are doing role play, if we are implementing role play in our classrooms, then does it mean that every role play activity will lead to experiential learning?
That is one problematic area.
Okay.
Every experience does not lead to experiential learning.
And maybe every student also. Some, if you have 25 students, maybe 15 of them, learn, and maybe
Yes.
5 of them may not. I think it's more of an individual
true.
thing,
Yes,
right?
yes, true. So, yeah, so experiential learning, we have to design it in such a way that we accommodate all types of learner.
Ah,
Okay,
So
and make
the-
the classroom inclusive.
correct.
Yeah, so the role of the teacher becomes very important here.
Okay.
We have this misconception these days. We keep on saying learner centric, learner centric. So some
Exactly.
people think it's learner centric. The
So
teacher
then-
has,
okay.
yeah, the role of the teacher has diminished.
Or it
But
has
it's
become
not.
to the
No,
minimum.
no, it's much more responsible
Yeah.
role now.
We
Be
have
it in online or offline classes, the role of the teacher is very important.
Yeah, it has become more important. Now we have to keep working on ourselves also.
Yes.
Like
Correct.
the technological innovations which
Correct.
are coming into the picture.
So, do you mean to
Yes.
say the teacher's experience also contributes?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Of course. If we are not experienced in
how can
certain
we,
things,
yes,
how
connect
will
with
we?
the-
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
And see, the role of a facilitator here. We need
yes.
to facilitate the learners, right?
So the teacher, when she gets into the classroom, the kind of experience that she has with her, so that also gets into the kind of activities that she plans for
Definitely.
experiential
And you
learn-
know why? That is why I think continuous professional development has gained so much importance now.
Yeah.
And there is NEP also mentions this,
Correct.
that there has to be there is certain number of hours mentioned.
Yes.
We have to go through training.
See,
Correct.
and here I would like to add one point. If there are different departments, for example, we are together from the same department now, we can collaborate with other departments, interdisciplinary.
Yeah.
Then what will happen is that we can innovate new pedagogies
Correct.
and then implement in the classrooms.
Correct.
Yes.
Isn't that what multidisciplinary language
Yes,
learning
yes,
and other
yes,
things,
yes,
you know,
yes.
content-based instruction?
Yes.
Yes,
And
true.
when we are talking about experiential learning, na, this also comes into the picture. Because when you are dealing with one topic and you are thinking of one activity which could lead to experience, then you will see you are going into other fields. To
Correct.
bring in some experience from science,
Correct.
from social sciences. You are
Yes.
dealing with a chapter like which has a concept of dowry.
Correct.
Okay.
Then you are going into social
Correct.
sciences.
Okay, we
Correct.
can also invite people from other or faculties from other
Yes, we
branches,
should.
and then we can.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
we can.
So what are the other pedagogies? You talked about art integrated and you talked about service.
Community.
Yes.
Are there any more just like that?
Sports integrated.
Yes.
Sports integrated.
Yes.
Oh.
Then task based activity.
Yes, sports
Okay.
integrated. We get to see in videos in Facebook that what do teachers do is that they will just make boxes 1, 2, 3, 4, and they ask that jump to 4, jump to 3. In language classes, words are given, right?
Yeah, grammar,
The TRP,
grammatical.
the total physical response
Yes.
kind of an activity.
These are
Okay.
done
But
at
I thought that
prime.
works only at the primary level.
Yeah,
But
that-
even at the
yes.
secondary level,
I think
you
students
that works?
enjoy because she
Yes.
told in class 10.
Students, see,
Yeah.
sitting at the same place, it's not advisable. Kinesthetics. When we are talking about experiential learning, we are talking about senses.
Yes.
So how can we just talk about hearing, seeing? They are of course important, but feeling, jumping, moving around, that is required.
Okay.
And that was not there in conventional classes. Nowadays,
Convention classes, I don't know. I don't know about you, but I had a teacher in my classroom, particularly in the last hour, in the timetable. She would come and say, all of you stand. Then she would say, sit. Stand,
yes.
sit,
Okay.
stand, sit. At some point of time, she would repeat the same command twice. She would say stand and everybody would,
Would sit.
And we would all have a nice laugh.
Laugh.
And we would all be re-energized. So would this also come under the umbrella term of experiential learning?
Yes, definitely. It is
Okay.
leading to something, some learning. It is leading to some productive
Learning,
output.
yes.
They are becoming more energetic. They are becoming prepared maybe for the next step of learning. So this is a stage which has to be there before the actual learning starts. Your mind activates. So I think it'll.
And also, what I think is that when you mention sports integrated experiential learning or sports integrated learning into bringing that into experiential learning, what I feel is that the kind of quizzes that we make our students do, we put them in groups.
Yes.
Yes.
Naji, you saw me the other day. You came.
Yes.
So 3-4 teams were there in my class, and they were so competitive that they forgot that they were learning. They only wanted to get the first position.
Okay.
So would
Yes.
that also come under a sports
Yes,
integrated?
because,
It may not be sports in the sense of a
in-
field
yes.
or something, but
Yes.
within the class, that
Okay.
competitive spirit that comes with the sports.
If chess can be a sports, then why
Yes,
can't this
definitely.
be?
There you go.
You don't have
Here.
to run and you have
Exactly.
to.
That is the answer.
Yeah, basically
Good.
the thing is that we should let our students do things on their own, so that
Yes.
they learn
Correct.
and gain experience. Through experience, they will learn.
But letting them do things is not enough.
Correct.
As
Okay.
I was telling, the role of the teacher we were discussing. No?
Yes.
So when it comes to experiential learning, we have to make sure that our learning outcomes are being mapped with
Okay.
with whatever activities
should
we are
be,
doing.
yeah,
Because
aligned.
at the end of the day, for teachers, for easy assessment, actually not easy, I would say mandatory assessment, we
Yeah.
need to know how our students are doing.
Correct.
So for that, we need to map the learning outcomes with the activities that we are doing.
Correct.
Right. So for that, I suggest, and that is what I do, I take one of the theories about
Okay.
experiential learning.
Okay.
There has been so much work.
Is it Cobb's theory?
Exactly.
Okay.
So I use that one, and it has very simple 4 stages. I use
Yes.
that to plan a lesson.
Okay.
And it will ensure that there is no gap in between.
Okay, we were talking of designing a lesson plan based on
yeah.
experiential learning. Can we do that now?
Yeah, definitely. So what we are going to do is we'll keep Cope's theory in mind. So it has 4 stages. The first one is that there is a concrete experience. So we
Okay.
will plan one experience for the students.
Okay.
Okay, experience. What kind of experience are we going to give them?
It could be anything, role play, but we will come to that.
We'll come to
let's,
that. You said
let's
one
yeah,
is,
one is
concrete.
concrete experience.
Then
Okay, let's
the
write it
second,
down.
okay. The first one
Concrete.
is
CE, let's put it in acronym.
okay. Concrete experience.
Yes.
Okay.
The second one is reflective thinking.
Okay.
Okay. The third one is abstract conceptualization.
Okay, abstract
Okay.
conceptualization. And third,
And the fourth one is active experimentation
Okay,
or
let's skip it
application.
here so that we can go one
yeah,
by one.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now let's begin with the first one, concrete experience.
See, in
So
my
now-
view, concrete experience
Okay.
comes from the 5 senses. Because, I was working on Tarka and how to bring
Yes, the 5
pramanas,
senses.
the 5 senses. So I think concrete, we need, and role play, let's not stop with just hearing and speaking. Let's, use all the
Ma'am, I
5
want to
senses.
ask you this.
Okay.
Like out of the 5 senses, which I find very complicated is taste.
Correct.
Okay,
How to integrate that?
taste.
Taste.
Like it can happen at home also.
Yeah.
Because we have many restrictions in school. We cannot. We
Correct.
don't know
We
about
cannot-
allergies
yeah.
or
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we can use this thing at home. We can give them some assignment,
Yes.
and they
Let,
can.
let me just think about that. So
Okay.
let's see what.
Yes, we'll think of that. But
Let
first,
me just give me
let's.
a minute. You go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Concrete experience, what we are doing is that we will give them a task.
We
For
will give
example-
them a task. So let us choose the
Okay.
chapter first. Which chapter should we go for?
Okay, we decided that when you went to class, the lost spring.
Yeah, lost
the
spring.
lost spring,
Lost
okay.
spring. Okay. So let's make a lesson plan on that.
Okay. So concrete experience, what kind of experience are we going to give them?
I want a role play for this. I really want a
Oh,
role
you're
play.
fond of-
such a fan
Yes,
of role
he's fond
play.
of play.
Actually,
role.
more
That's
than
good.
me, my students are fan of
I
role
know.
play. That's why.
I know.
And they are prepared for this now. They have done
They
it
take it very seriously.
very seriously.
Yeah, yeah.
They will bring costumes also, like
Yeah,
from their
I
home.
know.
They will bring things.
They'll bring costumes, they'll bring their props, they'll do all kinds
without
of stuff.
asking.
Yes.
So I really go with role play
Good.
a lot.
Good.
And you know why? There is one thing about experiential learning. Students learn many things on the way.
Correct.
So role play is such a thing where they know how to talk to a team member,
Hmm.
how to restrain yourself when you are not agreeing to something.
Okay.
Then they
Correct.
know how to monitor their behavior.
Correct.
So while they are doing this kind of group work, they know, and this is a necessary skill they will be using outside.
Correct. Teamwork
Okay.
and personality development
Yes.
also happens. And in my
Hand in hand,
class,
yes.
what usually happens is they forget that there's a lesson, there's some kind of learning. They get so caught up in the role
Yeah,
play that
involved.
even they ignore the school bell.
Ma'am, here reflective thinking plays a very important role. You just mentioned that your students forget everything, that they are even learning something, learning a lesson or something is related. So reflecting thinking is very important because after the activity ends, the students have to be asked to reflect on what
what-
just happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they will be given a period
Right.
where they will think. Now this thinking can be internal, can be external. The teacher has to decide the format.
Yes.
It'll be
Okay.
a discussion, it'll be a written thing.
Yeah.
So that will happen in
In addition
reflective
to
thinking.
that, what you said, internal, external, we can also make them in pairs, groups, as well as
And they
individual.
can bounce ideas off of
Yeah.
each other.
Yes.
Huh.
Yes.
So,
that
number
can
3,
be
what
there.
is it?
This is
AC.
abstract conceptualization.
Okay.
So after they think, what will happen? They will come up with some abstract concepts that will form according to
Okay.
whatever they reflected on.
Right.
They will know, okay, this is one concept, that's one concept.
Okay.
They
They
we
will-
will discuss this when we are actually doing the lesson
Right.
plan more.
Okay, fine. Then
And then-
let's go to the fourth one.
The fourth one is active experimentation, or
Okay.
let's just simplify this, applying in the real life
So,
situation.
application.
Application.
Okay.
Whatever was learnt, they should be able to apply it in real life situation.
Okay.
If
That
there
is
a-
outside the school, sometimes outside
Yes.
the classroom also.
in
sometimes.
classroom, outside
Huh.
the classroom, any
Okay.
problem they should be able to solve.
Yeah,
Any
yeah.
behavioral change, there should be that. So that is this 4 stages
Okay.
we'll keep in mind.
Okay.
And let's plan a lesson on this chapter called Lost Spring.
Yes,
Okay.
back to role play.
Yeah, back to role play. Huh. You got her also excited about role
Yeah,
play.
I'm
now.
very much
Huh.
excited
Yeah,
about
yeah,
role
shoot.
play.
Okay. So Lost Spring, ma'am, are you
Yes.
taking class 12th? This
She's
year?
not taking class 12.
No.
Okay, but you know that Lost
Yeah,
Spring
yeah,
is
yeah.
about this
Last
child
year I
labor.
did,
Yeah.
huh.
Yeah.
So child labor is the
Yeah, yeah.
basic theme of this chapter. So I was thinking, for role play, we will not give one topic. Let us divide the entire class into groups. Okay, and then to each group we will give one situation.
Okay.
Okay.
Separate, different situations.
Okay.
Okay.
Like for example, the first situation could be one group of students will have to design a role play, like they will have to write a drama, a play, and the topic is there is a 9-year-old boy whose mother is a vegetable seller.
Okay.
Okay, so on the life or the difficulties or the daily routine of that
Okay.
kid. So they will write on that.
Okay.
Similarly, we will provide 5 different situations of 5 different kids
Okay.
from
Okay.
different environments.
Okay.
So one could be a mother from a mother who is vegetable
Working-
seller.
Okay.
Okay. Or a working mother, basically
Oh.
a vegetable seller or working mother.
Vegetable seller, not a working mother.
Why is it so?
Because one situation will be vegetable seller, other could be a banker.
Okay.
A child whose parent is a banker.
Right.
Okay.
A child who begs in the
Okay.
train.
Yeah.
A child whose father is a Bollywood superstar.
Okay.
Okay.
Right? So situations from different
Oh,
backgrounds.
the kids are going to
Okay.
love it.
Yeah.
I'm already
So-
excited.
So these different situations will be given to different groups, and they will have to formulate like what is that child like, how does he or she speaks, and then what are the activities they do in their daily
Yes,
life.
yes.
So these 4-5 situations we are going to give them.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, that is our concrete experience.
Right.
Okay.
They will-
CE, concrete experience.
Right.
They will write it, they will present it.
Okay.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
Second stage.
second stage, what do you?
Reflective thinking.
Huh, yeah.
What do you think they will reflect on after doing this?
Are we giving in pair or single task?
Group.
Group, no? Okay. After they do the role play, then they will differentiate or find the similarities of what
Their
they
own
will do.
life and the role play that
or
they have
it
done.
can be also among the
Different
Yeah.
situations.
Yeah.
Like how was the life of a child who
Huh.
begs is
Yes.
very different from a child whose mother is a banker.
Correct.
Right? Or a child whose mother is a banker, which they do not have
Yes.
any financial problem, but
Exactly.
still different from a Bollywood superstar's life.
And also
Exactly.
find the reasons of what similarities or why the similarities, why the
Correct.
differences.
Correct.
Why were there these differences?
So this RT is
So they
sorted.
will
What about
reflect on this, and
abstract?
also they can comment on each other's performance also.
Correct.
A
Okay,
remark,
that's a possibility.
yeah,
Correct.
maybe they can praise. They can also
Yes.
point out some
Yeah.
things which are lacking.
Correct. Correct.
So that is our reflective thinking.
Okay.
Okay, then
Then we have
the third stage.
that is abstract conceptualization.
Correct.
After they have done this, and after they have done this reflective thinking, don't you think many concepts will be there in their mind?
Correct.
Like
Can we use this stage of abstract conceptualization and make these students write an essay or a paragraph or something like that?
yes, that can abstract conceptualization will happen in their
Okay.
minds. So let me
After
just
that,
ask
followed
you,
by-
what concepts do you think will be formed after these two activities?
What concepts? If I were to be in the students'
Of class
shoes,
12 or
Yeah.
11, then
I would probably, if I've acted out the role of, say, the vegetable seller's daughter or something, then I would probably start, respecting my mother a lot more.
Yes.
And the kind of
Okay.
sacrifices that she's done.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And
is
so
it
that
talking
kind of,
about
concept
empathy? Are you talking about empathy?
Yeah,
empathy,
possible. That
something.
is what I can come up from the top of my head.
And
Okay.
some concepts like poverty
Yes.
and class differences,
Yes.
marginalized people,
Yes.
and their sufferings.
Yes.
These kind of concepts will be built,
Yes.
which cannot build if you are just reading a newspaper or a magazine.
Exactly, and it cannot be built even from a history textbook.
Yes,
or a
when they are
geog-
experiencing it,
Correct.
that is when they will really feel the
Right.
pain of
Yes,
or the
and
joy of
understand.
Yeah.
something.
Both ways.
Right? Both
Yes,
ways.
Pain and
yes.
joy.
So that is our abstract conceptualization.
conceptualization.
Now, whatever they have learned so
Right,
far,
right.
they should be able to actively experiment or apply these things
Correct.
in their class also, outside in the world
Yes,
also.
yes, yes.
What we were talking
As
about,
you said.
yeah, bridging the gap between the real and the outside
Exactly.
world.
Yes.
Exactly.
As you said, more respect.
Correct.
So they will respect now everyone.
Yes,
From the
that
janitor.
is really
Yeah.
exciting for me.
Yeah.
So they will have a good view on every other, and they'll what they are going to do is they're going to respect each person for who they are.
Yes.
The dignity of labor or
Yes.
something like that.
So this is applying,
Huh.
something that empathy that built in them because of these activities.
Yes.
They will be applying it in their real world. They
Correct.
will become better citizens.
Rashmi ma'am, I have a doubt as you were explaining all this. Now, where do I map the learning outcomes? I have during lesson plan I have to do. So, which area will I
Okay.
map the learning
See,
outcomes?
learning outcomes is something which comes before this.
Okay.
Right? These are my core things.
Correct.
With using these four, I am planning my lesson.
Right.
But before I start planning, I will have to write the learning outcomes
Okay.
on the basis of the chapter which they have not read, which I have read.
Correct.
So my students will be able to
Correct.
understand the concept of poverty and the opportunities that are given to some and
Okay.
are not available to some.
Right.
Some children who lose their childhood very early.
Right.
So these are my learning outcomes which I will map,
Okay.
and the role play which
Huh.
I just made them do is actually going to lead them to these
Right.
learning
Okay.
So,
outcomes.
This
will
is
the
for
learning
us.
outcome?
It will be on top.
On
We
top.
have that sample.
Okay.
And this is for us.
No, that I
Yeah.
understand.
For
But
us.
as a teacher, I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Is it
there
all
will
the
be-
four together or any one reflective?
it can go into different categories. Like previous knowledge, I have not written here.
Right.
So previous
Besides,
knowledge
see-
also we'll have to write.
Okay, right.
When we
And-
are when we are planning a lesson, we cannot end in 45 minutes. So
Correct.
we can take up one.
Yeah, we can take up one. Even
Yeah.
all the students won't be able to perform on a single day. That
Correct,
is also
correct.
That
there.
is also true because
So for-
we have 40 to 45 students in a class.
Correct, correct.
For one lesson, there will be 6 periods. We will plan
Correct.
each period. That is the way
Correct.
to go, I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
Hey, Narji,
Yes.
you actively deal with inclusive practices, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
I have this problem in class. How to make my class more inclusive when it comes to experiential learning?
Yes, good question. In order to make it inclusive, since we are looking from our perspective, what we need to do is that we should be aware, we should remain informed about what are the difficulties, differences, and diversities that are there in the classroom. Am I right?
Yeah, and let me also add to what she's done.
Okay.
Let me give you a few activities that I was able to do with my classroom. So you know that I have five visually impaired students in
Yes.
my classroom.
Okay.
So what I usually do is whatever lesson I teach, I take a twig out of our school garden, maybe a grass frond or something, and I take it to them. And my visually impaired students are able to identify which plant it is
Through the texture of
through the
the
texture,
texture.
through the touch. But
Yes.
when I did this experiment with my sighted students, I had their eyes tied down. They were not able to identify.
Okay.
So when we do the role play, good idea, when we do the role play, we will have this also included.
Yes,
So
yes,
we need to
definitely.
Yes.
plan out the details.
Yes, yes.
So let us
Nice
bring
idea.
in. I have a couple of ideas, she also has a couple of
Yes.
ideas. We'll talk about that.
Yes, it also brings me to the fact that you were talking about the five senses.
Correct.
So when there is some difficulty with one of the senses, don't you think the other one gets
Yes.
No, it takes a little time for the able-bodied person.
for the I'm talking about those who are having difficulties.
Yes, for
they
them.
are their sense of touch is
Yes,
like
yes, yes.
working.
Oh, yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. So we will include that.
Yes,
That's a
definitely.
good idea.
Okay, so
Yes.
we'll
Acha.
have another situation.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
It's almost time, I think.
Yeah,
I have
think
another
I
class.
have
I had
another
a
class
time.
to go.
After 15 minutes break, we have to go.
Yeah,
to-
yeah.
Okay, I had a
Huh.
great time talking to you.
Absolutely,
This
tell
exchange
me.
of
Yeah.
ideas should happen.
Yeah.
Yes,
We
let's
should-
get together and
Yeah.
let's do theme teaching and team teaching
Yes,
also. This is a
yes.
wonderful
Yeah.
idea. All
We
right.
should accept each other's
And we also
ideas.
anyway need to get together to write the lesson plan.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
And not just this, we will try to work on more
try.
lesson plans
Yes.
yeah, we click together.
Yeah.
We'll collaborate with other
Yes.
departments.
as well.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We have a couple of other teachers also.
Yes,
we
yes.
will we'll bring
And
them.
we need the help of, there is one chapter, Adventure, where there is mathematical concepts,
Yes.
theories. So sometimes
Yeah.
we need help of
yeah,
other
yeah.
subject teachers
Yeah,
also.
Janaki ma'am will help us.
Yes,
So
definitely.
we'll take her also.
Yeah.
Okay. We urge all teachers watching us to build on this community of teacher learners where we learn the experiences of each other from the experiences of each other. And with this, we have come to the end of this module, Experiential Language Learning. I hope all of you have understood the theoretical part as well as the techniques and how to overcome the challenges from the discussion that we just had. Keep experimenting with new methodologies and be innovative as a facilitator. We wish you all the very best.